Live from Coolidge Athletic Complex in Coolidge, Texas. The Red Sea Apostolate Radio, the flagship station for Eagle Sports, and Touchdown Productions, the leader in local sports television, is proud to present the St. Joseph Eagle Game of the Week. Tonight, in Week 3 of the 2025 season, your St. Joseph's Eagle hit the road to face the Coolidge Yellowjackets. It's our first road trip of the season, and all the football action begins right here, right now. It's your Eagle Game of the Week. And good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide network. Welcome to the town of Coolidge. Steve, we made it all the way. The Beast brought us here.
Yes, it did.
And thank goodness for that. Gil Dominguez here, along with our entire staff of crew tonight. Steve Rayburn, Peter Najvar out to the far side. He'll play the role of the tall, dark, handsome guy tonight. So, Steve, this is the first road trip of the year for this brand new team, the reloading team, as we're calling it. And it's always fun to go on the road, but the first time can always be a little nerve-wracking.
Yes, sir. You know, they did participate in the 6-on-6 tournament earlier during the summer, and, of course, the first game of the season at Allen Academy Showcase. But that's more like a home game, that Allen Academy Showcase. It's just right there in town. So this is going to be their first real test on the road.
It is. This is the first time you got to actually get on the bus. And, Peter, fill us in a little bit what that's all about, getting on the bus, getting out of school early.
It's anything but comfortable, Gil, especially when it's a new school, new place you've never been to before. We played them last year, but that was a home game. So it's really something that they've got to come out there, and they got to make their mark. They got to make themselves feel comfortable so that they can play the way they know how.
So the table is set here for tonight's contest. So you come right back, or actually just stay with us. We're going to thank some underwriters here on the Red Sea Radio Network. We will be right back. Joining us on the phone right now in the pregame show, Coach Patterson. And, Coach, welcome to Friday Night Football, the game of the week. And what a great victory for the Eagles last week.
Yeah, it was. It was great to get in the win column for the first time and learn how to win.
I think that's important, to learn how to win. This is such a young team. They hadn't had that experience yet. After the previous week, they had the opposite experience. And you could just see how excited the kids were after every score.
Yeah, we got a lot of kids reps on offense and defense, trying to build that depth out. And so we got a lot of kids with touchdowns and kids that haven't scored before learn how to score and celebrate and be happy with their team, and just a good night all the way around.
And you were sharing with me a fun story about Colt, how he, if he was in position to score, he didn't want to score and give it to somebody else.
Yeah, it was, Colt and Joaquin being the only seniors that are playing right now, it was important to get Joaquin a touchdown. What a week to do it. Great opportunity. So Colt stepped out at the 1-yard line on that second drive so that we can get J-Man into the game. And
so this week you got another test. You're actually on the road for the very first time on an away game, going up to play a familiar foe with the Yellowjackets. What do you know about them?
They're going to be athletic. They're decently sized. They're going to give us their best, which is what we expect from every opponent, and what we expect from ourselves too. Go out and play the best we can, and hopefully that week that's good enough. Anytime you get the first win of the season, you get that monkey off your back a little bit. Okay, shoulders start to drop a little bit, like everybody kind of relaxes. Players have been super focused on the game plan and staying after practice to make sure that they have it. And it's been a good week of practice, and hopefully that translates to a good Friday night.
It's the first win for everybody as it worked out. So just a great game for the community, the school, and now we're off on an away trip to Coolidge which is a long way, but we'll get there and we'll get back. So good luck this week, Coach, and appreciate you taking the time with us once again here on Eagle Game of the Week. And a nice round of applause for the Coolidge High School Band as they do their rendition of our national anthem. And prior to that, a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, taken down this week and left a hole for everybody. But like you said, he wants to be known for his Christianity and for his love of Jesus, Steve. And I think anybody that lives a life like that, and that's your legacy, to love Jesus and be known for that. I mean, what better way to go out with honor?
Amen.
Okay, so Coolidge on the field. Eagles coming out of the nest right now, and I love how they fly in formation here, Steve.
That's right.
They got the victory formation coming right out, flying out of the huddle there on the sidelines as they get into place to kick the ball. And Peter, who's kicking for us tonight?
Number 11 gets set to kick for the Eagles. Number 7 for the Yellowjackets is back to return.
Cesar Muniz, number 11, freshman.
And it's going to be a little pooch kick out to the outside, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 40. Penalty flag thrown as the ball goes out of bounds.
That kick will go out of bounds.
You know, I think he meant to onside kick that. Just kicked a little bit too low on the ball there. Got a little bit too much under it. So.
Yeah, it squirted out of bounds pretty
It'll set up
quick.
the Yellowjackets
I think he was
for
trying to
first
get
and
it to
15 from
dribble
their
along
own
that
35-yard
sideline.
line.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's going to put them in a pretty good spot. They'll spot that ball up at the 38-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Where it went out. So, and they'll take over right there first and
Correction,
15.
38-yard line.
So the first time looking at the Yellowjackets. Of course, we saw the Yellowjackets last year. They got the better of us 50-43 in a game over at our house. There's the pitch now off to the right-hand side. Breaking one tackle. He could go all the way, and he does. Jaden Arbor
Will take
for
the
the
pitch back
Yellowjackets.
down the field
That's a
for
nice,
Yellowjacket
just a simple
touchdown.
pitch to the outside, and he
We'll
made
make
it
the
around the
score
corner
6-0.
before the defense could collapse
Yellowjackets
on
over
it
the Eagles.
and bring him down, and he's just outrun everybody on the field.
Yep, it was very well set up, very well executed.
Yep.
And once he hit that sideline, he was gone. He turned on the jets and cruised down the sideline.
I didn't get the number on the blocker out here on this near side of the field to set that edge, but he set that edge.
That was a great block.
And it was a hot knife through butter there on the first play. Kick is no good.
Wide right.
Yep.
And
He's got a leg on him, though.
yes, he
That's
does.
a good
Plenty
kick.
of distance. 11 seconds off the clock, 6-0 in favor of the Yellowjackets as the sun slowly sets in the west as it normally does this time of night, Steve. And
As we look
it's
to the
right on
officials to see
cue.
if the kick
Yeah,
was
it's
good
got-
or not.
And looking back towards is a beautiful purple, pink, and orange kind of a setting with that setting in the background over our right shoulder, and just a wonderful
see
night
no
for
good on the kick.
football.
well,
It does make the score 6-0.
if you've
for
ever
the
been out
Yellowjackets
to
over the Eagles.
Coolidge, it's kind of a little bit in the country.
It is. It is. It's out here in Limestone County, just a short drive north of Mart, and beautiful country out here.
You know, I was shocked to see that their agricultural crop seems to be
Salazar setting the kick off.
windmills.
Number 4 for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Anderson is back to receive.
There's a lot of cattle and a lot of windmills. Yep.
There was a lot of windmills. I took some pictures of it and sent it back home to Lynn. It was almost like we were in Holland. There's a squib kick now going up right and to the front line. Didn't go 10 yards, though.
Yep. Nice cover though.
The onside kick. attempt
Colt
was
Bundick was
recovered
right
by
on
the
that
Eagles,
ball.
number 2.
Johnny on the spot.
Mr. Bundick.
Yeah, he decided to not take that
Eagles will
risk and
take
not let it
over
keep
from
going.
their
He's like,
own
no, I'm just going to
38-yard
jump on it.
line
Yep.
for first and 15.
That's it. That's a good risk to take right there. Just
Yeah, it is.
cover it right where you can.
Especially when you're a person with sure hands like Colt. You
Yeah.
know, he knows he's going to be able to secure that ball.
So it's going to be first and 15 for the Eagles. Ball's going to be at the 36-yard line. Got a full backfield. with Bundick out to the left. Whistle blows. We're ready for the first offensive play of the evening. A hard count by Sotolongo doesn't draw anybody offside. Now there's the snap. Sotolongo back to pass. He's going to fire downfield and in and out of the hands of Butnick.
Colt Bundick, he got both hands on it. It kind of threw it onto his back shoulder.
Yeah, he was worrying about the defender right there when he went up for the ball. You can see he kind of turned his head, trying to move on to the next thing first instead of catching the ball.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 15 now. Ball still at the 37-yard line. Excuse the jiggly camera as there's some movement here in the bleachers, and I think they're made out of pickup sticks or something. They're moving a little bit. Sotolongo gets the snap now. He's going to pass it out to the right-hand side. Not really a pitch, and the ball's going to be given to Kristanek.
A nice little run on field by number 23, Luke Kristanek. Came out of the backfield, little screen pass to him, just get up, get yards. Got about 12 there.
30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a well constructed, well ran play, and Kristanek, he picked up every yard he could get out of that one.
Exactly.
Eagles come up first, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 receivers out to the left. Kristanek out to the right. In the backfield all by himself is Sotolongo. Eagles wearing the white uniforms on the right side of the field. Moving to your left, there's a pitch to Triado.
Yeah,
Tried to get a little jet sweep going.
I think Brandon
Jacoby
Barron
Brown in on the tackle to tackle him in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
No,
Brings
Jacoby
up a
Brown
4th
and Brandon Barron, I
down
think
and
both
about
made
6
it
to
back
go.
there and put a stop to that.
Yeah, they had 4 Coolidge defenders around him there. They were all over that play.
Little misdirection, but it didn't work as designed. Nobody bid on that.
It's going to bring up 4th down, loss of 2 there, so we'll call it 6. 4th and 6 for the Eagles. Ball at the 37-yard line. Whistle blows. We're ready for play. Trips out to the right. One man in the backfield with Sotolongo. He'll call for the snap. There it is. Quick pass out to the right-hand side. Going up to get it is Hundle. And Hundle is completely swarmed over.
The
Yellowjackets
defense
was in on the tackle in the backfield.
The defense did a great job
That will be a loss
keeping
of
everything
down
in front of
and
them.
change
Nobody was on.
Bringing it 1st and 15
got
for the
away from
Coolidge
doing their
Yellowjackets
job. They
from
kept the
their
eyes in the
39-yard
backfield.
line.
When the pass came out, they ran straight to Hundle, and it was even difficult for Colt to even get that block on his defender because he shot straight to the backfield.
Yeah, and Hundle didn't have too much time to react there. The ball was a little high. We saw that in the warm-ups. Felipe throwing a screen pass, just sending it a little bit too high. That's something that he's going to have to get on top of, drive the ball instead of just let it float.
1st and 15 for the Yellowjackets. There's a pitch back and now a pass back over to Barron. He's going to go up the right-hand
Oh,
side.
and a good tackle.
Yeah.
He'll pick up about 5 yards, 6 yards.
Number 23, Luke Christian,
Number 2 with
pursuing
the reception
him,
down
breaks
to the
down,
34-yard,
wrap up the legs.
35-yard line.
Yep.
In Eagle territory.
Then Harrison Hundle came in and kind of cleaned up after good swarm to the ball.
Yellowjackets going no huddle now. There's the pitch out and now a pass right back
There you
again
go.
like before over to Barron. Brought down, though.
Another open field tackle by
Barron
Luke
with the
Christian,
reception.
cutting down on the short pass
Taken down
to
after
number
a short
2,
gain.
Brandon Barron.
Yeah,
3rd and 7
Jacoby
for the
Brown,
Yellowjackets.
Jaden Arbor floated that ball, and it gave Christick a time to recognize what was going on, and man, he closed on that in a heartbeat.
That's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. First quarter of play, 7:24 remaining, 6-0 Yellowjackets right now. There's the snap over to Brown. He's going to give the pitch over to the right-hand side. He's going to run over a few people, and wow, he's going to get close to the first.
Not going to make it.
Guess who? Luke Christick again. Here we go.
Abar.
Yeah, nice.
Engaging his
Pushed
block
through for a
It's
couple
a-
extra
and the
yards
man at
in
the same
play,
time,
bringing
able
up
to-
4th and
able to
1
bring
for
him
the
down.
Yellowjackets.
Yeah, maybe a half a yard to pick up here to get
4th
that
and
first
1
down.
for the Yellowjackets now as Brown goes under center. He'll get the ball There's a pitch out to the right-hand side, and he's going to go around the corner. He's going to pick up the 1 yard and get knocked out of bounds.
There's a big hit on the sideline, but number 15, Giovanni Torrado, escorting him out of bounds.
Yeah. Man.
But not before the damage was
Najvar
done.
knocked out of bounds around the 15-yard line.
And the Yellowjackets pick up the first
We'll
down.
bring up a first and
Yellowjackets are doing a really good
goal, I
job of
believe, for the
sealing that
Yellowjackets.
outside with their blocks to ensure that their pitches ran correctly. And you see it there again as they get about 10 yards to get that first down.
Ball's going to be at the 14-yard line, which will make it first and goal for the Yellowjackets now. 6:53 remaining here in the second period. Yellowjackets have already scored once on a run by Aber. And now here's a handoff straight up the middle. Didn't fool anybody.
Tried a little quick handoff to run it up the middle. Our guys were ready for it and sitting right there.
Gains a couple on the play.
Giovanni Torrado and number 12, Colin Roy.
That will be second
everybody
and
did a good
13.
job, not just firing off a ball and going straight up the field. They stayed home, and they had their eyes in the backfield.
Pay attention to where the ball is going,
Yeah.
exactly.
This time the Yellowjackets will huddle up as they break up to the line. Going out for as a wide receiver is Jacoby Brown. In the backfield is Brown, the quarterback. There's a handoff right up the middle. Number 4. Oh, no, they faked me. And now a great tip away by Hundle.
That was almost a pick by
Brown
Mr.
with the
Hundle.
pass attempt.
That was really
It
close.
was broken up by a couple Eagles.
Tried to run
Pass
that
was incomplete.
play-action
That'll bring
pass
up
to
a
roll out
third
to the
down.
other side, but Hundle was on his man, and Colt was crashing down from the top, too.
But man, he made a great fake handoff up the and right up the middle, and a lot. It froze a lot of the folks, but Harrison saw the guy leak out, and then of course the quarterback rolled out to the far side and kind of hung it up there, tossing it to him, and he almost made a pick play on that ball.
That's going to bring up third down now and goal for the Yellowjackets. There's the pitch out there to the outside. He's going to run right over tackle. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. That's Jaden Abor.
Harrison Hundle meets him at the line of
Abar
scrimmage. Stays
manages to
strong,
pick
wraps
up a
up,
couple.
waits for his teammates to come and help him out with the
Bring
tackle.
up a 4th and 10 on the play.
Wow. Well, this is where you bow up your neck and you stop them right here and get the ball back.
Fourth down, we'll call it the 9-yard line. Just inside the 10-yard line. They're not going for a field goal or anything like that, so it looks like it will be a play as Abor goes up to take the snap. Now he'll pitch it back. Now they're looking downfield, looking into the end zone, overthrows him.
Man, was that Jacoby Brown? Yeah, he had Jacoby Brown wide open along that back edge of the end
That
zone.
pass
and
attempt from Brown to
just
Brown
threw it too far.
was overthrown.
You know,
out the back
Bryce
of the end
Anderson
zone.
and
That
Luke
will be a
Krisnick were
turnover
both in
downs. The
out
Eagles
in
will
the
take
deep
over.
safety.
Brown.
I think there was a little bit of
They're
miscommunication on who was going to pick him up.
Yard
They
line.
got lucky that one was overthrown.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was wide open by about 3 cow fields.
Correction, 9-yard line.
3
Be a
pastures
first and
open
15.
there.
It might have been 3.5.
That's how they measure things here in Coolidge. How many pastures was he out in front of you?
He was out there like the first guy out to practice wide open.
So Eagles bow but do not break. As they get set for their second series of play. In the backfield is Sotolongo. 3 men out to the right side now. 1 out to the left. He gets the pass. He's going to throw it to the outside on the right. Scrambling around, getting the ball, trying to break up field, and swarmed by some Yellowjackets is Colin Roy.
You know, pretty good playmaking there.
So Longo with a pass out.
Receives
to
the
number
ball,
12, Roy.
sees it in, and then takes it outside. Takes a little step
Able to
back,
pick
let
up
one guy miss, and get some more yards. About
11
10 on
the
that.
play, bring up a
Tell
second and
you
4.
one thing that I saw. He was very patient. He let his blockers get out there, get on their guy, and he split his 2 blockers and the 2 defenders and got an extra 3 or 4 yards there. Very, very smart heads up running by Colin Roy.
2 receivers out to the left now, 1 person in the backfield. The whole formation is to the left with Hundle up on the line of scrimmage. Sotolongo takes the snap. He'll quickly throw it out. It's going to be in the ground, though. Trying to get it to Hundle.
And it was set up pretty well. Same kind of thing to this side of the field. They're trying
to
trying to spread that field out a little bit.
Was
and
it complete?
Get some defenders out there on islands with some receivers, and then see if we can get a block or two and get up the field. But that one kind of came in low and hit the ground, and Harrison was trying to get it pulled in.
So that's going to bring up third down now. We'll call it 6 yards. Eagles need to get a drive going right here late in the first period. There's a pass out to Hundle again. And this time he's going to be roped up and brought down by Barron.
Another screen pass in that trips look, but Colin Roy, I think there was a little miscommunication on the play because he was running a go right past his blocker, and so Harry caught the ball and was immediately taken down.
Well, Coach Patterson said they're making plays to play to their strengths, figuring out what their strengths are and how to capitalize them. Going up over the ball right now is the center, Jax Hoffpower. In the backfield is Sotolongo. There's the snap. He'll roll to his right this time. Roll. He's going to throw downfield about 20 yards, and it's going to be broken up.
That pass falls incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. Yellow Jackets will take over.
Colin Roy, the intended receiver, as the Yellow Jackets take over on downs deep in the
17-yard
Eagle
line
territory.
First and 15.
Well, that ball sailed on Sotolongo just a little high, a little away, and just out of the reach of Roy. But it was well constructed right up, just kind of missed the connection.
So here we go. First and 15. Yellow Jackets can get a first down on the 5-yard line. Yellow Jackets wearing black uniforms with Yellow Jacket stripes down the legs. They're moving to your right. There's the handoff right now. It's going to go to number 4. Familiar face, Jaden
Nabar on the outside for a Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Abar scores for the Yellow Jackets for the second time tonight.
That makes the score 12-0. Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
Well, he is hard to keep contained on that outside pitch, and they're doing a great job and sealing that edge and not letting the defense kind of wash down the play and string it out.
For the extra point.
I mean, he makes that corner, and if he makes that corner, it's going to be a foot race.
Yeah, their blockers are doing a great job of sealing off that edge and creating those gaps for Jaden to run through.
Yep.
And this point is going to be good.
Extra point is good.
14-0 now.
14-0. Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
And
we want to remind you, we do have a concession stand down there. Get yourself something hot to eat, cold to drink.
Peter, you were saying before the game that stopping Abor
fifth quarter tonight
was
after the
the
football
key to
game.
this game.
Is that the first bad
Yeah,
mistake of Coolidge?
I remember from last year, he was a good runner last year, but he was young. He didn't have that size to him now, and if you take a look at the game film, he's got that size now, and he's making plays happen.
Well, he's a senior, so he got some senior leadership going on out there. And when he runs with the ball, what I've noticed is that he's running the ball with authority.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's one of the key differences, I think, from last year when you saw him, and the difference between our runners.
Yeah, he's running the ball like he knows he's good. But I do want to point out an X factor we got going on here. Number 1, Devonta Johnson is on the sideline right now. I think he got thrown out of the last game, so he has to miss the first half of this game. He was a key player on their team last year in the game we played against them. So him being out is crucial to this game.
Where'd you get that information?
I'm on the inside.
All right, he's on the inside. That's why you're here. As I always like to say.
I know things, Gil. I know things.
Not just a pretty face there.
Nice cover on the kickoff by Colt Bundick right there.
Capture the attempted onside kick for the Eagles.
They had a little squibber type kickoff, and he
36-yard line.
He got that ball fielded and on the ground, and it's at the 35-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 15.
Yeah, that one had a little bit of a scary bounce.
Yeah.
It was a good onside kick, but Colt stayed calm, received the ball, go to the ground, try to take as little contact as possible.
3:12 remaining here in the first quarter of play as we see Will Patterson coming into the huddle, talking to his boys, saying, well, I know what he's saying. He's saying, come on now.
Yeah, let's get this done.
Settle in there.
Right. I see the cruise missile out there with a headset on.
And timeout is called by Will Patterson here with 3:12 remaining. So when he takes a timeout, then let's go ahead and do that for us as well. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Eagle football right here on the Red Sea Radio Network. Strata Auto Repair, your total car care solution. If it has wheels, we'll work on it. Strata Auto Repair.
Kelly Burke Dozer, your down-to-earth company for all your site work excavation needs, commercial or residential. Proudly supporting the St. Joseph Eagles. Kelly Burke Dozer.
Prosperity Bank, the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC.
Lone Star Roof Systems. No jingles, just roofs. Lone Star Roof Systems.
Serve Pro of the Brazos Valley. We make it like it never even happened. That's Serve Pro. And welcome back into Coolidge Yellowjacket Stadium here in Coolidge, Texas, where it's actually getting a little cool, Steve.
It feels great. Absolutely feels fantastic out here. Let's check the old forecast.
Good call on not setting up the easy up. So we were just in the environment all afternoon, and just a beautiful evening for some football here. Second beautiful evening in a row for us as the snap comes back to Sotolongo. Pitches it over to the far side. That's going to be, who got that patch?
Sotolongo took the pitch back.
Yeah, he pitched it back to
outside, was able to pick up a few yards on the play. Bring up a second.
And he's going to roll out to his right. Couldn't find anything doing, so he took some yards, made a little move.
Yeah,
Tried to put a little stiff arm
got
down.
five yards out of it. That's a nice little pickup.
Okay, Sotolongo using his legs now since nothing was happening. That's one of the weapons in his toolbox. He looks over to the sidelines now. Gets set. Double receivers to the left, one in the backfield. Sotolongo claps his hands. Why is he clapping his hands so much? I don't even know about that.
That's
must
the
be
snap count.
Snap count. There we go. Sotolongo now running left. He's going to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to complete the pass, and there's the flag for excessive roughness.
That's going to be a late hit on number 3,
Number 12,
Jacoby Brown.
reception.
Yeah, the
Eagles.
receiver, number 12,
There is a flag on the play.
Colin Roy had given himself up. He's already outside. He was just running out of bounds, and he was several steps out of bounds when he hit him. So you almost have to throw that
We'll
one.
move
just
the
so
ball
you
into Yellow Jacket territory.
keep control of the game.
Setting up
You don't
Eagles
want-
with a
you
first
don't-
Yeah, you know,
15.
that was a good playmaking by Felipe right there. He had 2 guys on his hip right there, still able to get that throw off, get it into his receiver's hands.
At the 20-yard line.
He was scrambling to his left, and they had him cornered, and then he found the receiver. And you catch the ball and make things happen, and that's exactly what occurred in that situation. It's 1st and 15 now. They can get a first down at the 5-yard line. There's the pitch back to Sotolongo. Sotolongo looking. Now he makes a move, cuts back across the field, cuts into the field now, and he's going to go all the way
in for a
near
touch-
the end zone.
he's in for a
the end
touchdown.
zone.
What a touchdown.
Wow.
Felipe
Ball
Sotolongo.
touchdown.
The freshman
Man.
finding his feet here in this one.
Does bring the
Yeah.
score 14 to
I mean,
6. Yellow Jackets
he could be
over the
Felipe
Eagles.
Astaire. He looked like Fred Astaire out there dancing around, and man, he was just he was working his blockers, working the field, and he got it.
Made a couple of nifty moves there.
Absolutely.
Broke somebody's ankles there on that one. Was able to finish the play, get into the end zone.
Yeah,
Using his talents that he has, which is speed and agility,
man, that kid can really scramble.
putting the first points on the board. Did that ball crawl over?
It did.
I think it did.
Dominguez with the extra point attempt, and good for the Eagles. Does make the score 14 to 8. Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
You know, I'm just now noticing this. I think we have a
Take this time to remind you about
two-man
this
crew
quarter
for our
after the game.
referees tonight.
At the first
Yeah, I
batting
don't see a
stretch for
third.
Coolidge
So,
here.
yeah, they're running
Immediately
light out
following
there
the
right
final
A little
now.
whistle
short on
for tonight's
referees.
game.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's because Coolidge is outside the zip code.
Could be.
And there's a lot of games going on tonight.
I took a look at the forecast. They said we are sitting at 83 degrees here, and I think we're closer to 80 than we are 83. It feels great with the wind blowing. It almost feels like you're approaching the upper 70s a little bit out here. So,
Well,
like
another good decision not to wear long pants.
there you go.
Yes, sir.
So that's 3 weeks in a row as the Eagles go back into the kickoff. So what a great momentum builder, though, for the Eagles. They were down, hadn't scored.
Nunes is set to kick off. Number 7 for the Yellow Jackets is back for the return.
Abor had been running through them sort of like a knife through hot butter, and now you've got Sotolongo kind of returning the favor.
Yeah, and you know, another thing is the way the offense and the way we're running it is that we open up a lot of space when our guys get out there in the field and they're working to get open. And man, Felipe saw the space open up in the middle of the field, and it looked very inviting, and he did a great job with
There's
that.
a squib kick up to the line of
Oh, he
scrimmage.
muffed-
It's fumbled, and it's going to be jumped on. Will he be out of bounds? That's the only question. And no.
He got down on it.
The onside kick attempt was
Jaden
bobbled but
Abor
recovered.
muffed it
by
just
Abor.
slightly, but was able to recover before we
Yellow
were able to
Jackets
get
take
there.
over 1st and 15.
Yeah, it almost got far enough away from him. He
From
couldn't
their
get it
own
reeled in.
29
He did his
yard line.
little army crawl to get back to it.
Yeah. Man, good job. I mean, after it does that to you, you know, you have to use all your athletic ability to get to it quick, and he did a great job after the fact.
So that's going to bring up a first down and 15. 1:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets employ a tight formation this time, and it's going to be a direct handoff over to Abor. He's going to go around the left-hand side. He's going to be dragged down from behind.
Tracked down by number 2, Colt Bundick from the linebacker position. Good job scraping off of the blocks there and making a play.
You know, reminded me of dragging a zebra down on the
They were
African
okay to pitch
plain.
outside for a gain of 13, bringing up a second
Well,
and
I'll
2.
tell you what, the backside pursuit on the defense, I don't know if you're watching, but Colt was backside, but the whole backside pursuit on the defense was phenomenal. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see people standing out there in space.
Yeah.
And then they were on the chase.
Chews up a little bit of the clock. It's going to be second down and about 2 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets to get the first down. Tight formation. They'll be under center for this one. And Brown takes it. Hands off to what I can.
And nice tackle.
Abor.
Flying in there.
Middle.
Bryce Anderson
Picking up
came
3
in
on the play and a
and
Yellow Jacket
cut his
first
legs
and
out from
15.
underneath him.
Coming down from the safety
Yes,
position.
he did.
Restricting him to only about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yeah.
But it's enough for the first down as they will continue this drive. Ball is going to be at the 34-yard line of the Eagles. As the Yellow Jackets break the huddle, take out 2 receivers to the right, 3 men in the backfield. Shotgun formation now for Brown. Snap will come to Brown. He'll hand it off to his left-hand side.
Tackled by number 3, Jaron Cruz.
Yeah.
Not before he gets about 10 yards, though, on that little pitch up the middle.
So a quick handoff to Abor. It looks like he's got a small limp right there, but
Abar
that's
with the
okay.
carry up the middle. We'll bring up
They're going to
second
call
and 3 for the Yellow
timeout.
Jackets after the timeout.
They're going to call timeout. No, just hit it right there. I'll talk underneath it. There we go. So timeout on the field. We'll be right back with exciting Eagle football on the Red Sea Network. And welcome back into Coolidge Stadium here in Coolidge, Texas. Gil Dominguez, Steve Rayburn, Peter Najvar joining us. The whole crew is here. We stopped at DQ on the way in here, and we were riding in the Beast and just having a good time, Steve.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to hit the road with you guys. I enjoyed that part about football season for sure.
And saw some, when I was telling you, you see a lot of beautiful countryside.
Sure do.
when you got to travel an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to a game. And we saw countryside all around Coolidge, including the famous windmills. Here we go. Second down and about 4 now. Pitches off to Abor. He's going to cut into outside, then into the inside. And he'll pick up the first down.
And a good hard tackle there by
He'll
Giovanni
move
Torado coming from that
the ball
backside to bring him down to the ground.
The 10-yard
Just
line.
slipped away from Colt Bunnick at the line of scrimmage.
Bring up a first
Let's
and
say
goal for
Colt
the
got
Yellowjackets.
an arm on him.
Yeah, he was fighting
thought-
off of a cut block there
Yeah.
and had to go back inside to reach for him. Couldn't quite reach him.
Brown's going to be directly under center now. Center is Kevin Salazar. Abor, the lone back in the backfield. There's a pitch and a quick handoff now up the side over to number 2. And he's going to dive for the corner of the end zone. It'll be touchdown Barron.
Number 2, Barron, with the ball carry into the end zone.
Yeah, I
For a
thought for a minute
Yellowjacket
Luke
touchdown.
Christenick might get a hand on him. They were
That does
really
make
close.
The score 20-8. Yellowjackets over the Eagles.
He's Barron's quite the runner, and he just kind of picked his way through open space and made it into the
Salazar in for the extra point.
end zone and did a great job of it.
Yeah, Barron hit that cutback and turned that speed on to hit that edge. Diving for the end zone pylon.
So Kevin Salazar, the center during the offensive plays, converts to the kicker for the extra point. 20-8 is the score right now as he tries to tack on 2 more. Ball is down. Oh, it's blocked.
I think he
Extra
missed.
point is
No, he
good
made it.
by
He got it
Salazar
through.
to make the score
Oh.
22-8. Yellowjackets
I
over
thought
the
somebody
Eagles.
got a hand on it as well, but it
Take this time,
it
remind
made
you,
it
make your way to the
through, so.
concession stand. Get you something
Wow.
hot to eat.
I
go
think
for it.
something
And
else
after
came
the
off.
game, you
Somebody
can make
threw
your way
something
down
to
to
the side.
Equipment or
Foods
something, or-
for fifth quarter
Yeah,
following the game.
a cleat or something.
Something
Yeah,
came off.
Something did.
It might have been his shoe. I don't know, but it looked odd.
I'm still not sure what that is.
Well, it fooled me, and that's it. I'm going to the eye doctor. I'm gonna get a real pair of glasses. here.
Come on now.
Well, I got these out of Cracker Jack box, and they seem to work for a number of years, but apparently they're beginning to fail.
Yeah. Now everything looks like cereal, right?
That's it. Rice Krispies. 22-8, 9:15. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, guys, and I'm going to say we're going to see our first halftime and a third quarter of play.
I think you could be right there. You know, we're hanging in there. We actually look pretty good. We've had a couple bad breaks, and that they've played extremely well, especially running the ball. That they've done a great job. They're not quite a passing team, but they are quite a good running team.
This is a deep kickoff now going all the way back to the 5-yard line. Bringing it up on the left-hand side is going to be Anderson.
Anderson with a kick return for the Eagles
He's going to bring that back
Brings
to
the
about
ball
the
back out.
21-yard line.
to the 21-yard line, setting up the Eagles for a 1st and 15 from their own 22-yard line.
Nice solid return to get some yards there.
Yeah.
Get some breathing room.
No, he got all that ball on
That was a
kickoff.
it was a high kick.
It's a nice
it allowed
deep
his
high. Yeah.
his kicking team to get down there quick.
Yeah, but Bryce did a good job settling underneath it, fielding the ball, and getting up the field with it.
So we have not seen a halftime in 2 games for mercy rule, one going against us, the other going for us in week 2. Week 3 now here on the road against the Yellowjackets. There's a pitch back and then he throws the ball. That was to Sotolongo.
He's going to find a little slip out to Jax Hoffbauer.
Yeah.
He's going to get what he can. Gets about 2-3 yards.
So Hoffbauer is just the relief
So
receiver
Longo
there,
with the
right?
completion
The
to number
checkoff.
25.
Yeah, he's
Moves the
that little
chains
slip
up
out
to
in case
2nd
Felipe's got
and
nothing
12
doing.
on the
He
play.
just turn around and be like, "Hey, throw me the ball, dude."
Yeah, nice safety valve, and he's always usually pretty good with his hands, and he always gets something positive.
Yep.
Cruz out. No, that's Butnick out to the far side. Sotolongo gets the snap. He's going to throw out to Bundick. On the right-hand side, he's going to go down the field and get pushed out of bounds.
They're going to throw a flag for holding on Harrison
Bundick
Hundle on
with
that screen
reception ran
pass.
out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah,
He just got a bit of the outside of the shoulder there and was yanking a little bit too much.
yeah. Yep, he got a little too wide. Yep.
There it is, the call,
We
holding.
do have a holding penalty on a play on the Eagles.
So that'll move them back 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
I kind of like that play there. They had a little wheel motion out to the opposite side of the field with Luke Christenick to try to draw the attention and then throw the screen on the other side.
Yeah. You know, one thing,
move the ball back to the
they keep
15-yard
working that
line,
ball
bringing up
out
a
to the
second
flats.
25.
At some point, somebody's going to be able to cut under because the pursuit is heavy out to the flat when the ball, all they had to do was fake it out to the flat and then drop it off down to the middle of somebody, and they have plenty of space.
Bundick out to the right-hand side now. Sotolongo in the backfield all by himself as Hoffpower gets ready to make the snap. No, he's not by himself. There's somebody behind him. Low snap picked up by Sotolongo. Goes to his right, trying to elude some tacklers, and he's going to get gobbled up at the 10-yard line.
Defenders are able to slip away from their blocks pretty quickly to put some pressure on Felipe, and he ran out of room with that sideline there.
Mayfield.
Yeah,
And
about the only
Acevedo.
person that was available to him was your relief valve and Jax right in the middle of the field. But they had kind of closed on him from both sides, and if he's going to have to push it, he's going to push it between them, and that would put the ball at risk.
Okay, Sotolongo going out to the wide receiver position now as Christenick goes in the back with Bundick. There's the ball over to Bundick now, the pitch to him, and now pass out to the right-hand side, pick up about 5 to Christenick.
Colt finds that little slip-out option to Luke Christenick.
Christenick
Tries to get a little bit of yards to get upfield.
For the Yellowjackets brings up a 4th and 19 on the play.
So 4th and 19, a generous spot by the field announcer. I'm going to call it 4th and 20.
I was going to say 4th and 20, too.
New glasses for everybody.
Yeah, give me some.
I think you're a little too young for that. Unless it's some really cool shades.
I've already got those,
Yeah, I was
actually.
going to say, you're already wearing those today.
Okay.
Whistle blows, and it's going to be timeout as we go to break number 3
There was a
here
timeout
on
the field taken by the Eagles. We do
Red
want to
Sea
remind you that
Radio
junior high
Network. We'll be
cheerleading-
right. Welcome back to Coolidge Stadium, as they call it. I was asking the coach, what's the name of your stadium? He goes, the Coolidge Athletic Complex. And I said, well, that's pretty original.
Well, they've got a bunch of the young ladies here. Look like from the intermediate and elementary out here, trying to get the crowd jump up and make some noise, and they're having a good time right out in front of us.
We need to play the jiggy music for him.
That's right.
Okay, 4th down. Oh, ball is now. Oh, it's going to be a punt. It's going to go straight up in the air, though, as the Eagles try their first punt and actually lose 4 yards on it.
You know, it was a bad start to the play with the fumbled snap, and so having to rush that kick, it makes it even harder. And I've done something similar to that myself, so.
That ball went straight up like a pop-up fly.
They're gonna get that ball
for the
about
Yellowjackets
the
from their own
15-yard
15-yard
line. Yep.
Well, they better move the chains
First
because
and
they're still
goal.
going. The chains are still going the other way. Oh, 1st and goal. That's why they didn't move them.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get the hang of this football stuff. Takes a minute. And that was not good execution for the Eagles. 5:34 remaining here in the second period of play. Yellowjackets banging on the door once again. And there's the pitch out to
And they're going to run that pitch play that they are very good at, and he's going to get down to, it
Number
looks
2
like about the
Barron with
1 yard
carry.
line
He gets
before
knocked out of
Colt's
bounds
able to
just
drag
short
him
of
out
the
of
goal
bounds.
line.
Brandon Barron
And it looks like we got two
Injury
Eagles
timeout
down
on
on
the
the
field.
field right now.
with the ball that time instead of Aber. I thought it was going to be Aber, and then I noticed that it wasn't. Yeah, 2 are down. We've got Colt Bundick.
and Luke Christenick are not feeling it right now.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Colt was he was having some trouble with his ankle earlier in the pregame. He had to get a spat on that left ankle, so I'm wondering if that was just an ankle thing or if it.
Well, he's walking it off right now. While they do that, let's go to another break. You're listening to the Red Sea Radio Network. As Kristanek leaves the field with a small amount of assistance there, arm around him by the trainer as he's making his way. He's walking slowly, though, so we certainly hope it isn't anything serious as we get ready for second down and goal for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to spot the ball right at the 1.5-yard line. Last time running the ball was Barron, and he's in the backfield right now, as well as Abor. There's the snap. It's the handoff is to Abor. He's going to go over the left-hand side and easily walk in for the Yellow Jacket touchdown, their third of the evening.
That is a Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Yeah, they're just running that pitch that is working all too well for them.
Does
Getting
make
that,
it 28
sealing
to 8,
the edge
Yellow Jackets
block.
over the Eagles.
Yeah.
Only had to get a yard there.
Salazar will be in
I
to
was
make
going to
the
say,
kick.
when you only have to get 2 yards, you could even give the ball to Gil Dominguez.
Throw some pads on, Gil.
There you go. They
And
need you. They need you.
I can get 2 yards. Ready to play. Give me the ball, Coach.
Put me in, Coach.
As we get set for the extra point right here. And that kick is definitely up and good.
The extra point attempt is good by Salazar. That does make the score 30-8. Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
So 30
We'll
to
remind
8
you
is the
junior high
score.
cheerleaders have a bake sale
5:22
going on down in front
remaining.
of the concession stand. Please help
And-
take part in supporting those young ladies.
Perhaps I spoke too soon, Steve.
What was that?
Go get you
About
a cake.
having
Oh,
a third
about
quarter.
halftime. Yeah.
I think we got to have faith
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Let's,
gotta.
let's trust in that Eagle offense, huh?
We'll
Yeah.
get to a third quarter.
Yeah, we need to move that ball a little bit. I like to see us just be patient and move the ball. Don't need big chunks. We
This
just need to
quarter
keep it
is after the
moving.
game at first bad.
No, and I think we just need to go with our strengths, which is run to the outside.
place
You're
to
not going to beat the
senior
Yellow
kids,
Jackets
give you a couple
pounding up
extra
the
minutes.
middle.
Yeah.
having a babysitter during the
Yeah,
week.
our only
Send
problem
down
at
there
this
to First
point is just
Baptist Church so
the
they get some good
execution. You know, the
fellowship
plays
time.
have been there, but we just been hurting ourselves. You know, like whether it be a good screen pass to Colt where he gets like 12 yards, but it comes back because of a holding pass or a holding flag, and then other things like that, and just like dropping the passes and
This
all
is
that
a
kind of
deep kick down to the 5. Hugh will try to bring it up and get swarmed over.
He's going to get
Anderson
pulled down
has a
from
kick return.
behind.
For the Eagles, back, setting the Eagles up for a 1st and 15 at their own 17-yard line.
1st and 15 for your St. Joseph Eagles. Ball's going to be about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line as they set up for 1st and 15 here. Second quarter action, 5:11 remaining in the second quarter. Going out to the left is Bundick. There's the pitch back to Sotolongo. Sotolongo, look.
got
He's
him.
going to throw long. Oh, broken up nicely.
Yeah.
That pass attempt
By
was
number
broken up by
8,
number 2 and
Brown.
number 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Bringing up a 2nd and 15 for the Eagles.
Sure would like to have that one back.
Yeah, you know, at first look, you might think, oh, he overthrew him a little bit, but Colt on his go route, he slowed down and then waited to jump for the ball instead of keeping going and then jumping. So it was just quite out of his reach. He was trying to read off of his defender, so he was standing on his back hip instead of just going past him.
So Sotolongo uncorking a long one here. He gets the pitch now, looking again, rolling, and gets it to the outside, but it's going to be in the dirt. Pass trying to get to Colin Roy on the right-hand sideline.
Off the hands of Colin Roy on that drag across the line of scrimmage.
The pass attempt was incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd and 15.
That's one of those you really got to bring in. You know, it's hitting both of your hands, so
Yeah.
fall to the ground if you have to, but that's something you got to bring in to get some momentum going for your team.
Yeah, you got to make that connection. You're right.
Sotolongo is 15 yards almost behind the ball. They're giving him plenty of room to elude that rush. Now he'll come to the right. Now he'll cut left. Now he's doing a
Take
chase
off,
from
take
behind. Now he's coming up to the right-hand sidelines. He'll cut across
he
the
got
middle.
the first down.
Atta baby.
Oh, my goodness. He scrambled for that first down, and he got it, guys.
So Delongo,
That's twice now. He's hit that little hesitation in the backfield to stop that end where he is, and then he takes it straight up the middle and just goes from there.
Yeah, it's in every time we're back throwing a pass, and if he doesn't stay centered, if he just kind of fades off to the right or the left, that middle opens way up. I mean, they really overplay when he moves in the pocket. So
Sotolongo in the backfield now. The pitch from Hundle goes to him. He'll come around the right-hand side now, and almost took off his head.
yeah.
That's going to be
Sotolongo
Abor
knocked out of
putting the
bounds by
hit on
Abor after a short
Sotolongo.
carry.
And Sotolongo's fired up for
Bringing
that
up
one.
a
He's letting him know that he didn't
second
feel it.
drive
Getting
from
up
the
right
Yellowjacket
immediately,
35-yard line.
Yeah.
ready for the next play.
Yeah.
Good way to get 10 yards there.
Absolutely. And, you know, when your quarterback's doing that kind of stuff, that fires the team up.
Yeah, that's going to build some momentum. Try to get a little fire going.
Second down now. We'll call it 6 for the first down. The pitch back to Sotolongo. Sotolongo looking, standing still. Now he fires over the middle. Oh! In and out of the hands.
You know, Harrison Hundle had it into his hands, but
Sotolongo trying to connect with Hundle.
defender number 4,
His pass
Jaden
falls
Abor, we
incomplete,
seem to
bringing
calling
up a
his
third
name a
and
lot
5
today.
for the
But he
Eagles.
crashed down on that,
Yeah.
was able to hit Harrison's arm, and then that ball popped right out.
Yeah, he's a ball hawk. He really gets after the ball.
Abor making his presence known.
That's going to bring up third down now. Same 6 yards, maybe 5.5. I'd have to get down there and measure it to be sure. Eagles with receivers out on either side. 2 men in the backfield. It's going to be Triado in the backfield.
Torado.
It's going to be a direct snap to Sotolongo. He's going to look at it, fake the handoff, looking. Now he's going to roll to his left. Now he's going to throw the medium pass out
beautiful
there.
pass.
It's going to be first down.
Man,
Good find. Way to wait for him to
Yeah.
get behind his defender there.
Sotolongo completes a
Harrison
pass to number 7 Hundle.
completing the catch, turning
Moving the
upfield,
ball.
putting his shoulder down to get those extra
Deeper
yards.
into
Harrison did a great job
territory, bringing up a
finding that
first and
space.
15.
You know,
For the
again,
Eagles.
everybody is the
16
defense
yard
is
line.
really good at pursuing, but they over pursue just a little bit, and their eyes get in the backfield because of what So Long has been doing to them. So they're watching So Long like a hawk, and Hundle just kind of fades away from his defender, and Solongo finds him for a nice pickup.
Yeah, he's able to drift back into that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, those greedy eyes when you got that guy in the backfield that's slicing and dicing, you gotta keep an eyeball on him.
There's a snap now to Sotolongo. He eludes the rush, goes to his right. He's looking. Now he throws the dunk pass off to the sidelines to Roy.
Very nice.
Roy makes the
I like the
completion,
fact they're
picking
taking
up a
what they're
small
giving them.
Yardage for
Exactly.
the
If
Eagles.
they're giving you
take the
under,
candy.
if they're giving you the under, take the
About
5 yard
10.
under. That's fine.
Yep,
For
just
the
take the
Eagles.
candy. You know, you only need 3 5-yard passes for a first down.
That's it. And you're right there. You'll be right there at the front of the end zone.
Second down now for the Eagles. We'll call it 10. And just before the goal line, they can make a first down like the half-yard line if it's needed. There's the pitch. I mean, the handoffs, the snap. He's wrapped up in the backfield, and he's going to go down. Sotolongo swarmed almost immediately.
You know, Toronto wasn't
Sotolongo
able
taken down
to
the
take it
backfield by
outside to
number
his
6,
block
Justin Martinez for the
to seal off
Yellowjackets.
that outside for Felipe, and it
Making a third and long.
blew up the whole play for him there.
Yeah.
I
Down
believe
for
it
the
was
Eagles.
number 6, Justin Martinez.
Yeah, he shot up the field and kind of blew that whole thing up.
That's one of those things where Felipe has to know that his blocker's not out there. He's going to slow down, let him get there first, and then come off his butt.
I agree. Yep.
Oh, snap, bobbled. Picked up, though, by Sotolongo. Now they get it over to Hundle. Hundle goes on the right-hand side. He's going to be brought down.
And I think that's going to be another holding call.
Number 7 with the completion, but there is a flag on the play.
I'm not sure, but it looked like
It came in at the hit.
Did they call targeting?
I don't know.
Nope,
Nope,
holding.
holding.
Yep.
Yep.
Out of the corner of my eye, it looked like Colin was holding on his
A holding
blocker out
penalty on
there.
the Eagles would decline by the Yellow Jackets. Brings up a 4th down and 16 to go from the 17-yard line of the Yellow Jackets.
So 4th and 16. You're going to need a big play from the Eagles right now to get the first. The first down is actually right in front of the goal line. Let's go, defense! So a first down is achievable, but if you're going to be that close, Peter, I think you're just going to score.
You might as well just call it 4th and goal.
Yeah, right on. Okay, here we go.
Sotolongo in the backfield. Coming up next to him for the fake handoff. Now there's a pass all the way down. It's going to be to the end zone.
Oh, what
got
a
it.
catch
Good
by
touchdown.
Cole Bundick.
Cole Bundick in the front
Over the head
corner
of
yeah,
Jacob Brown.
over
Sotolongo
two
with the pass
defenders.
to number 2,
I mean,
Bundick on the
wow.
play.
Yeah,
Felipe trusting his senior receiver
Gives
there,
the
just
Eagles
chunks
a
it up in the
touchdown.
air, hoping he comes
Wow.
down with it. What a grab.
With 2:20 left in the
What a
second
time
quarter, brings the
for
score
a
30
great
to 14.
play call.
Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
As Will Patterson congratulates Bundick on that catch. That was a big-time catch.
in a big-time throw, too, by the way, on Sotolongo. He put that in a great spot, and he knew Colt could climb the ladder to get it, and he did a great job on his end, too.
And the extra point is going to be blocked, so that'll be no good.
The
Make
extra
it
point attempt was blocked
30 to 14
by the Yellow
now.
Jackets. And with
2:20
left in the second
remaining
quarter,
here.
The score 30 to 14.
In the
Yellow
second
Jackets
quarter, we'll
over
take
the
a break.
Eagles.
Reminding you you're listening to the Red Sea Radio Network for Eagle football. Coolidge Stadium in a
Atkinson
30 to
back to
14
receive
battle
for the Yellow
right
Jackets,
now.
number 11.
Eagles
set to kick for the
marching
Eagles.
down the field, getting some first downs, throwing it in the end zone to Bundick for the score. 2:20 now remaining before the half. As Eagles look to get some momentum here on the kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be bobbled. It's going to be picked up now for sure. This time running around the left-hand side is Adele. He's going to go into the end zone, untouched, touchdown.
Najvar will take the kick
Yellow
all the way
Jackets.
back for a Coolidge Yellow Jacket touchdown.
And once again, Jaden Abor
Brings the
just
score
making
to
plays on
36
his
to
part,
14. Yellow Jackets over
finding
the
that
Eagles.
sideline like we know he loves.
Salazar coming in for the extra point.
Not sure who was on our backside, but we were not on the same page. And when
No.
the ball was kicked, he was still standing still. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't take off for the kickoff, so I'm not sure. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah. And,
Little bobble on the kick also when it first came into the field of play, but Abor able to pick it up, and then that was on the far right side of the field, cut across the left side, and then like you said, Peter, he hit the sidelines, and it was the passenger lane for him there. Oh, high snap, kick is
What a
still
hold!
down.
The extra point by Salazar was good.
Hold on. That guy had to come up onto his feet for that to
Yeah.
catch the ball, and was still able to get it down to get that hold. That was pretty impressive.
Yep. Good job.
So a very quick score here for the Yellow Jackets makes it 39 to 14. We'll be right back with more Eagle football on the Red Sea Radio
Well, we have
Network.
just a minute.
We'll be right back.
The onside
And the
kick.
kickoff going to
Sets the Eagles up for a first and 15.
Munoz.
Caesar Muniz.
From their own 35-yard
Thank
line.
you.
Yeah. I'm still struggling with. I even read the pronunciation. I'm
I
still
know.
struggling with it.
I printed out the pronunciation, and we're still messing it up. So,
Yeah. We love you, Caesar.
amen.
Muniz.
It's kind of like new knees, but it's moo.
Like a cow.
But he's not.
Exactly.
That's the confusing part. All right, here we go. First and 15 now after the lightning strike by the Yellow Jackets to put up 6 more points after the Eagles worked their way all the way down the field to get theirs. Pitch goes to Sotolongo. He's going to scramble to his left-hand side. He's looking downfield, looking to pass. Now he's going to try to throw the dink, and now he just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Another holding call on
he
St.
saw
Joseph's. That's going to be Giovanni Torrado.
Yeah, he saw the flag come down on that
Penalty
backside
marker on the play.
block, and he.
Yeah, his coaches
No-
are yelling
no
at him,
point.
just throw the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
And having a little problem is Triado as he walks off to the sidelines.
Yeah, he it looked like he was dancing with his man there. He did a full little spin and everything.
Yeah.
Turned him all the way around.
Yeah, his little WWF going on right there for a minute. But,
Holding the Eagles is the
he
call. The referee marks the ball off.
Giovanni was doing his best. He just got his hands
Holding
out
is
too
the call on the
wide.
field to bring up an Eagle, 1st and 25 from their own 25-yard line. That is 2-minute warning, first half.
Timeout St. Joseph.
Yeah, it was timeout St. Joseph's. And it could have been because Triado wasn't feeling well. He's still over there behind the team on
looks
the
like-
sidelines.
Yeah, he's throwing up over there.
It is the Eagles, 1st and 25 from their own 25-yard line.
So now the Eagles have an opportunity to put something on the board here. Minute 49 left. As the boys come up to the line of scrimmage, there's the snap. Pitch back to Sotolongo. He's going to scramble to his right, and he's going to be hog-tied down.
Tackle from behind by number 20, Matthew Mayfield.
So Longo taken down from behind after a short gain.
Defensive end on that play. Got free of his block and used his speed to chase him down.
Bring up a 2nd and 23 from the 27-yard line.
So second down, about 23. For the first, they got to get all the way to the 30-yard line. There's the pitch back to Sotolongo. Sotolongo running to his right this time. He'll throw it down over to Roy, but the pass is
Longo
low.
attempting to connect with Roy on the play. Pass ball's incomplete, bringing up a 3rd and 23 for the Eagles.
You know, guys, I don't think there's any place that we can get away from these speakers.
Yeah, they're pretty loud. They're right there and
Pretty
in
powerful.
your ear. Yes, they are.
Small little stadium here, though. Nice crowd all lining the sidelines and siding the fence line. As the Eagles set up for third down now, and we'll call it 24 yards to go. Bundick out on the right-hand side. And the pass, in and out of the hands of Hundle.
Absolutely.
Little quick pass over to Hundle on the right-hand side, and he
Hundle
looks it
will
in,
drop
but
back
then
again.
drops it.
Does bring up a 4th and 23 for the Eagles.
4th and 23.
The 27-yard
I
line.
think he was looking to where he was going, Peter.
Yeah, that's one of those things I was saying earlier. It's just we're beating ourselves up with the drop passes and the drop
Yeah.
snaps, and that's one of those things where he's getting ahead of himself a little bit, overthinking it, and so before he catches the ball, he's trying to look upfield about what he's going to do next. But you really got to secure that catch first, and then you can move your eyes upfield.
Back is Bundick. I thought he was going to punt for a second, but he's not. He's going to do a pass into the dirt, trying to get
that
to
pass attempt was
Anderson.
incomplete. But number 2, Bundick
Yeah,
on the play.
he was on the move running
It is a
near
turnover
side
down.
and
The
was
Yellowjackets
hoping
will take over
to
first and
get the
15
pursuit to
from the
follow
Eagles'
him and then dump it
27-yard
back on the
With
backside.
57
And
seconds left
just
in the first
it's
half.
difficult to throw a ball kind of over your back shoulder. It's just hard to get.
Yeah, especially with gloves on.
Yeah.
And he's just he's running the complete opposite direction, so he just dirts that one there.
So that's going to bring up 57 seconds remaining here in the second period, which could be an opportunity for the Yellowjackets to get one more score before the halftime occurs. There's the pitch.
Whoa.
Pitch is
Oh,
going to go
man.
over to Kennedy, and he's going to be throwing down.
Man, Colt Bundick sniffed that one out and caught up to Kennedy and got him on the ground. He was trying to punch that ball
He
out.
was fighting for that ball there.
Actually, it was McClendon.
McClendon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was fighting for the ball at the same time, and was able to do a little ballerina spin around, throwing him on the ground.
Yeah.
That's it.
For no gain.
Is that a hold? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say they didn't remark the spotter. I was
Holding,
like, I
yeah.
swear that was a TFL.
Well, the defensive pursuit got in the backfield so quick, and I think they're just trying to slow him down and got an arm around, kind of like what we did last time. Is because once those hands slide out wide, you're gonna draw that flag, and just like we've done it as well tonight. You know, the defenses on both sides have played very well. You know,
That's true.
they played very, very good game.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be first down and 40 now for the Yellow Jackets. Their biggest deficit of the night, and a timeout is going to be called.
Timeout on the field taken by the Yellow Jackets.
Timeout on the field. So we'll take a
Take the
timeout. You're
timeout.
listening to
There is
Eagle Football
junior
on the
high
Red Sea Radio
cheerleaders.
Network.
They're having a big
Welcome back to Coolidge Athletic Complex in the town of Coolidge, Coolidge High School. It's all Coolidge here. Do you notice that?
Yes.
From the moment you drive in, welcome to Coolidge,
Yeah.
Coolidge High.
I love coming to football games on the road and being around in these towns, and you know, everybody comes out for the event like tonight. It's
small
fun.
town America. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
pass now way downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Man.
Tight coverage there by
Yep.
Bryce Anderson.
Bryce Anderson stayed with his man, and just kind of at the end he kind of got a little bit of a distance between him and
pass
his,
attempt falls
and his,
incomplete, bringing up
and his
second
receiver. But he had him side by side for quite a while, but kept his hands up, and the receiver could not catch that ball. So.
Brown, the intended receiver, as we're seeing a boar now limp off the field, might be a muscle cramp. He was walking a little.
Yeah, he was a little gimpy earlier too.
It might have been something with his knee. It looked like he was grabbing his knee, but maybe it was just cramping his calf.
No, he was walking like I walk, so that's not very good. Unless I've only got a yard to make, then I can maybe do that. Okay, here we go. Third down.
3rd and 30.
Yeah, we'll call it 30. Why not? Shotgun formation. Now here's the pass. It's going to be downfield,
Oh, my gosh.
and it's going to be complete.
Great catch, man! And James
Brown
Harris.
to Brown
I'm
with
sorry,
the completion.
Jacoby Brown with
the Yellow
Colt
Jackets
Bundick
moving
in
the
tight
ball.
coverage. Now I don't know if you played better
Brandon
defense
Eagle territory.
He was
than
right
what Colt
there.
had.
I mean,
13
and
yards.
just
back.
a
Brings up
marvelous
third
catch
down and 1 to go.
by Brown.
That was a great catch. And
Absolutely.
a phenomenal throw by
Yep.
Jacob Brown.
Yeah, he dropped a
Sending a
dime.
cannon all the way down the field.
They're winding the clock, so under 30 seconds, it's rolling again. There's a pass over into the corner of the end zone. Is he in or out?
We don't have enough referees to know.
I don't.
I think he was in.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it, but he looked to be in.
That was number 22, Freddie Acevedo.
Nope.
No.
They're going to call him out.
Well, he was really close to the edge, and
Pass attempt was incomplete.
it could have easily been out of the end zone. But
Yeah, that
but
front corner
it's
of the
hard
end
to
zone.
tell from where we're sitting, and they only have 2 referees out on the field, and that makes it really difficult.
Yeah, it
'Cause they
does.
should have had them bracketed on both sides. And,
Yeah, they
and
didn't have him set up in the right
No.
position to be able to see that play.
No.
I think he was in.
Coach
It
Tritt's
looked
out
like
there arguing his point of view from the sidelines that was indeed a touchdown. Timeout now. Clock has stopped at 13 seconds, so Yellow
Timeout on
Jackets
the
will
field
get
taken by the
another
Eagles.
play or two. We'll just stay right here with you with 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Guys, that third referee kind of coming into play there.
yes, it did.
Yeah, having
Or the lack of one, I should say.
Undermanned staff is rough for a football game with all this field that you have to cover, especially on the sidelines, because they have one behind the offense and one behind the defense, and you're not going to be able to see the sidelines very well from that
No.
point of view.
Well, especially on that far corner, it looked like he was into us. I think you
I
called that.
thought he
Steve?
was in.
Yeah.
It looked like he was. But usually when they get that far down in the red zones, one of the referees go to one side of the end zone and another on the other, and then you have your back judge, and everything you should be able to see it all from there. But being shorthanded, I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think they have end zone sidelines. Like for the rest of the field, for the 6-man field, it's a darker green than the rest of the field. There's a lighter green on the outside, so you can tell where the line is. But it stops at the end zone. It doesn't go into the end zone. So I don't from here. I can't see a line, but just based off of the pylon, it looked like he was in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to bring up 4th down. And just 2 yards for a first down. Of course, they don't have time for that. There's only 12 seconds on the clock. Looking for another score, 4th down. And here's a scramble now out to the left-hand side. He's looking. He's going to throw to the end zone. Oh!
Overthrew him.
Just barely out of the reach of Justin Martinez.
Wow.
Pass attempt was over the head of the intended receiver.
Oh, that is not Justin Martinez.
Jacoby Brown.
Is that Jacoby Brown?
Yep. And, man, it was just outside his reach. And he's a long, rangy receiver. And he climbed the ladder. He just didn't have enough ladder left.
First and 15 for the Eagles from their own 13-yard line.
So Eagles are going to take over on downs.
Timeout on the field by the Yellowjackets.
1st and 15 as the Yellowjackets call a timeout. And I'm thinking victory formation, just go into the halftime and regroup. It'll be the first Eagle halftime, so that'll be something new for the players to go in and get a talking to with Will Patterson.
That's true.
I think he went into a few halftime huddles last year. The AD was out there.
Yeah. That's going to be a good building block for this team as well. Mm-hmm. Not going into 45 mercy ruling either way. You're actually going to play into the third quarter, maybe on beyond.
Being able to actually get to that second half.
More growth for the Eagle organization.
Even from a stamina standpoint, just playing a full game is going to benefit you later on.
Well, that's true too. Our stamina has been pretty low. I've been happy to go home with that. Just teasing. Yep, there it is. Victory formation.
That whistle does bring us to the end of the first half with your Coolidge Yellowjackets 40 and the St. Joseph Eagles 14.
So there we are. We've got halftime is achieved. Our first halftime of the 2025 season, 40-14 as the Eagles head off to their locker room. So as the marching band gets ready to do a halftime performance out in the stadium, we'll take a break right here. You're listening to exclusive Eagle football coverage on the Red Sea Radio Network. And welcome back to halftime here. So earlier tonight we had a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, who passed away this last week. And there was a lot of activities. You may have read about it at the A&M University. They had a couple rallies, prayer vigils for Charlie right there. And fortunately for us, we have a reporter on campus right now. So let's go to her report. Ellie Shipman joins us. Joining us on the phone right now from the A&M campus is Ellie Shipman. And Ellie, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity
now
to just share
the passing
how I'm feeling and everything.
Correct. The passing of Charlie Kirk shocked everybody, and there was several big rallies over at A&M, and they have an organization there. Can you describe what the mood is on campus right now?
Yes, sir. So here on campus, it's definitely, well, as it was a shock to everybody else in the world, it's been a very shock to all of us. It hits pretty close to home here at A&M because less than 5 months ago, Charlie Kirk was here on campus having a rally and having an event. And so many of us gathered to just listen to him and gain knowledge from him and just listen to his wisdom that he shared. He truly had an impact on so many people here. So the mood has definitely been very somber and sad, but also at the same time, it's as though revival has sparked and people are really taking on his philosophies and his thoughts and all of that. And in this generation, just trying to be disciples of the Lord and spread gospel as Charlie Kirk spread gospel. And there was a few prayer nights that have happened since his passing and just really all coming together as one and uniting for one thing. And I believe that this is only the beginning of the impact and the influence that Charlie Kirk had, that his influence is going to go far beyond our generation, hopefully, and that my generation and here at Texas A&M, we will be able to be that doorway for others to see the light and to see the goodness of the Lord and just continue to spread Charlie Kirk's message to everybody that we come in contact with.
Well, that is so great to hear, and I want to thank you for taking the time. And we're not on campus every day as many of the students are, and you're one of them. So had to take that opportunity and reach out to you and try and get the pulse of the campus since we're not there. And you did a very eloquent job of describing what's going on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
What a great thing we were saying before to be known for prayer and your love for Jesus. Welcome back to Coolidge Athletic Complex. The next day, Friday, they assigned me to Burton.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Burton.
Night and day.
Population 400. Yep. There was Grandpa and Grandma, and he played for the team, and his son played for the team, and now their grandson was. So great little town of Burton, once again, small town, Texas.
Stops the outside kick
and what a great place to be in America.
Eagles up with
Absolutely.
The first and 15.
Wouldn't want to be here on
yard line.
Any other place on a Friday night. So second half underway right now with that kick. Score is 40-14.
And nice cover on that kick. Colt made a lunge for it. He missed it. Bryce Anderson covered it. Did a great job.
It
got
took
on the
a
ground.
nasty bounce.
It did.
It was a pretty good onside.
It was kind of careening away from both of them.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
40-14. See if the Eagles can pick up right where they left off. They had some flashes of brilliance and some momentum. Ooh. And this one goes out to the right-hand side. It's going to be in the hands of Hundle.
Hundle with the drop pass attempt.
He got both hands on it, and
So
it was a well-thrown ball. It just
I think it's one of those things. He's just overthinking it a little bit too much. Yep. He's just got to relax in there. But it looks like we have a new center. Clayton Skyby has come in for Jax Hoffpower. I hope Jax is okay. I'm not seeing him on the sideline.
Fairly big roster when I was putting all their names down for the Yellowjackets. They have a lot of participation in football here in this community.
They do.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15 now. And the ball goes off the hands. And throw it into the air, trying to pitch it back to Sotolongo. And intercepting that pass
intercepts the pitch back
is number 20.
Sotolongo and takes it in for a Yellowjacket
Matthew
touchdown.
Mayfield, right place at the right time, takes the ball right out of midair and just goes right into the end zone.
And Harrison was never able to get a really good grab on that ball. And so when he threw it, he wasn't even throwing it with all of his power. Yeah. And he threw it right to Matthew Mayfield.
Yeah, it just kind of floated. And Mayfield, he made a great move. He got in the backfield. He's disrupting everything and just happened to be in a really good spot. But he made a great play on that ball. It was kind of just floating out there, but he broke on it, got his hands on it, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, he was blowing up that play.
Yes, he was.
And in the process, the ball just kind of got flipped right up to him. And just like that,
Salazar with a good
that's
extra point attempt.
28 seconds.
Makes it 48-14. Yellow Jackets over
It
the
took
Eagles
here
with
in
9:38
the
left in the third quarter.
quarter for the Yellow Jackets to tally another 8 points. Going to make it 48-14 now. Wow, what a turnover. What a turn of events.
Yep. Well, you're almost better off when if you can't get a handle on it, you just get on it and
You just fall.
Just get
Fall
down
on
on
the
the
ball.
ball. Take the loss and
Yeah, especially when it's taking that long.
but-
You're letting the defense get in the backfield, and then
Right.
you're not even in full control of the ball.
right.
The longer you're there juggling the ball, then the more tense you're going to be and anxiety in that moment, realizing something bad could happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can't take anything away from Mayfield. He made a great play out there on defense.
Thank you for your support, but I was just notified that
made it
the
count.
bank sale is over. Y'all
That's
have
all you can ask
bought
for.
them out.
Yep.
Thank you for the support.
As I mentioned
junior high
earlier,
cheerleaders.
Devonta Johnson is now in the game, number 1.
And so a little unfamiliar with
Anderson
the
swallows up the
snap,
onside
maybe.
kick attempt
That's
for the Eagles.
what happened to that play.
Oh, no, Devonta's
Puts the Eagles up for a first
for
and
Coolidge.
15.
Oh, okay.
That was Harrison Hundle. He's taken multiple snaps today. But I'm not sure if it was just from the center, as a younger center, if the snap wasn't good. But
I think he'll make it kick again.
Yeah, I thought you said somebody was coming in for Hoffpower at the center.
yeah, Clayton Skyby. He's a freshman, number 45. It looks like Jax is. He came in for center on that play, but then they had
Do
to
another
send him back out. He's got a
kickoff
wrap
attempt.
around
If
his
you lost
knee,
your wallet,
so
your
I
wallet
wonder
will be
if
at the
he
concession stand.
if he
you miss
skinned
a
it up
wallet,
a
you
little
might
bit or
check the
something. It
concession
looks like
stand
he's being very
after
gentle on
checking
that
your
leg.
pocket.
Well, it's only week 3. You don't want to get banged up too early. Of course, coming into town next week is a monster with the Richard Spring Coyotes. And just like any coyote, they love to eat people.
Yeah, they're a really strong public school.
9-time state champion.
Yep.
UIL champion. Yep.
And we saw them last year, and we were at their place. And what a tribute to six-man football. I mean, that whole place was decorated with championship banners and
Yep.
Coyote pride. Here's the kickoff right here. It's going to go short.
Recovered cleanly by Colt Bundick.
And that'll bring up 1st and 15. So anyway, be sure to join us next Friday. We're going to be here. You be here with us. Gil
The onside
Dominguez,
kick attempt was
Steve
stopped by the
Rayburn,
Eagles.
Peter Najvar. We'll be in
Set
the
them up
nest,
for
though,
1st and
next
15
time.
from their
Back
own
at
35-yard line.
home for the first of 3
For the
games.
score
First
correction,
one
it
is the Richland
46-14
Springs
Yellow Jackets over the Eagles.
Coyotes. And we'll see how the Eagles make a plan for them this year. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Pregame is going to be at 7:10. Be sure to join us on the Red Sea Radio Network. And then a couple days later on the Touchdown Productions Eagle Game of the Week on YouTube. So we've got 1st and 15 here right now, 9:34 remaining in the third period. The rush is on. Sotolongo is going to get wrapped up and brought down.
Brought down by number 22, Freddie Acevedo.
Yep. Acevedo made a great play there.
Sotolongo taken down the backfield by Acevedo.
came out off that line of scrimmage like a shot out of a rifle, and man, he was there
Bringing up
quickly.
a
Yeah,
second
Sotolongo
and
waited
long
just a
for
little
the
bit too
Eagles.
long for that one there.
From
Tried
their
to
own
make a play on him,
23-yard line.
but Acevedo got that hand on him and didn't let go.
Yeah, no, he was quick, and then it was either get rid of it or eat it, and I think Sotolongo made a good decision. I mean, there's no point in putting it up. Wasn't going to get you anything.
And Jax comes back out of the game after one play.
Acevedo just looks like a real big, hungry defensive lineman out there. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. And bad snap again.
Miscommunication there on who was going to receive the snap between Giovanni Torrado and Harrison Hundle, and they both looked at each other and let the ball drop to the floor.
And so Triando having the ball to
Timeout
fall
on the
on it.
field.
So timeout on the field. Let's go ahead and take one more break, Steve. Go ahead, just push the button as we get ready to go. As the ball gets, oh, there we go. It always helps to put the microphone in front of the pie hole. There's a pie hole here.
Yeah.
Penalty on the play.
That's where you want to put the microphone.
Yeah, Felipe tries to throw the ball out of bounds and is short of out of bounds, so that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yep.
That's the second time he's done that. One time was out to the far sidelines. They didn't call it then.
That one was legal.
But nobody was near that ball before except for Will Patterson.
Intentional grounding by the Eagles.
It doesn't matter. He was outside of his box, and he threw it past the line of scrimmage out of bounds.
Well, there you go. As I always say, that's why you're here. In case anybody's wondering.
Yes, sir.
That's why you're here.
Oh, and after more research with my eyeballs, Jax's knee wrap goes above his knee, too, so I think he hurt his knee in the first half, and he's being very ginger with it. Running one play, wasn't able to do it, so he had to come back out.
So that's going to be a loss of down as well, which means it's going to be 4th down, and we'll just call it eternity.
I like that matchup out there.
Yeah, 4th down and 40.
That's some higher math. Sotolongo airing it out.
And he's just going to throw it as far as he can to Cole Bunnick on the go. Wasn't able to throw it quite
Pass
far
attempt
enough.
to number 2
Cut down
Bundick
on
for the
by
Eagles
number
was
1,
incomplete.
Devonta Johnson. Tips off his hands to the ground.
That is a turnover on down.
Trying to perhaps
Put the Yellowjackets up
get a
for
pass
first and
interference
goal
or an interception, which
Eagle.
would be like a big punt.
Yeah. Looks like Patterson's arguing for a
8-yard
pass
line.
interference. He's about 10 yards onto the field right now.
He is, and a little bit of frustration probably coming out, some of the calls. I know we had Thomas Tritz out on the field when he thought it was a touchdown over in that far corner. But it's a tough assignment for only 2 officials.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of missed calls and calls that you don't like in normal games, and then it's going to be even worse with only 2 people officiating.
And part of the problem is there's only so many officials. And, oh, there's a snap over his head, picking up the ball and now throwing it all the way to the corner of the end zone is Johnson.
Man, I'll tell you what, did he do some improvisation or
Number 2
what?
Barron on the play.
That was
Give
that's
you a
taking
Yellowjacket
lemons and making
touchdown.
lemonade right there.
Yeah, there's that snap was through the hands of his up back, and so he couldn't run with that. Runs to his right, sees a guy to his left, chunks it across the shoulder. Perfect throw right to the guy, right at the front of the end zone.
Devonta Johnson looking for somebody as he rolls
Brown
to the
makes
right,
the point
scrambled
attempt.
to the right, and he found Brown in the corner of the end zone, waltzes in untouched, making it 52-14 now. 7:53 remaining in the third quarter, excuse me. And
Gil.
the kick is up and good.
Point after attempt by Martinez was good. Brings the score 54-14. Coolidge Yellowjackets over St. Joseph Eagles. With
Okay.
7:49 left in the third quarter.
So it's going to be a kickoff for Coolidge here. A quick kick out of the huddle. And it's going to go straight to Harrison Hundle in the middle, and he's just going to fall down on that one.
Nice hands on Hundle right there.
also had a kick
Hundle
with-
kept his head up.
Way to
made a
stay
clean,
calm
yep.
with 6 guys running at him. So
Fielded the ball
15 from
cleanly
their own
and
35-yard line.
and he was already down when he fielded the ball. So
yeah, that's one of those kicks where I'm not sure why people still do that. I've seen that all throughout my high school career where they start in that huddle and then they go to the quick kick, and it's never worked.
yeah,
It has never worked. So, I mean, the surprise factor, there is no surprise factor because you can tell it's about to happen. But
yeah.
here is their Eagle offense. Jax Hoffbauer is still out of the game, so Clayton Skyby is going to be running center for him.
Yeah, Hundle's your up back and Sotolongo deep. Pitch, hike to Hundle, pitch back to Sotolongo. Slings the ball out here near side to Hundle. Hundle's, he picks up a couple of yards, maybe a yard and a half.
Got maybe one. He
Yeah.
made a couple guys miss, tried to get upfield.
Yeah.
It was good to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe get a yard there.
Hundle will get the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the Coolidge defense is getting back there pretty quickly, and and
Andrew,
they're
timeout
kind of wreaking havoc in the backfield. So
Yeah, it looks like Harry's going to come off the field. That could be another concussion for him. He was a little wobbly getting up, so they took his helmet from him.
yeah.
But Felipe doesn't have much time in the backfield there to do much, so he's got to resort to that dump off. And with
the Eagles from the 36-yard line.
the Coolidge defense closing down on that so fast, it's
All right.
it's hard to get much doing there.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. All right. So your up back now is number 4, Bryce Anderson with Sotolongo behind him. Oh, Sotolongo's out of the backfield, running near side, down the sideline. Oh, he's going to pick up, 3 or 4 yards right there.
He's just going to get what he can.
That's he goes out about I think they're marking about the 40
Sotolongo
midfield.
forced out of play.
So he's going to have third and about 10.
Third and about 10, yeah.
Coming up.
Bringing up a 3rd and 10
it's
for the Eagles.
another low snap and hard, it's not controlled well by that up back. It kind of kills the play there. Felipe doing what he can with his feet.
Yep. And doing a good job. So no. Yep. Here we're going to bring Bryce back to the as an up back and Sotolongo behind him. Snap to Bryce back. Sotolongo. Oh, and the pass is
there
complete.
He goes. He's going to find number 3, Jaron Cruz, across the
Jaron
field.
Cruz is going to pick up what?
Sotolongo.
And that's going to be a first down.
15 yards for a first down
For the Eagles.
Nice play.
See what happens with a clean transfer? Bryce received it, gives it back to Felipe. Felipe has time, makes a good
First
throw.
and 15
Plus
from
yardage,
Yellowjacket
first down.
25-yard line.
Yeah. No, that was well constructed and well ran.
And they weren't set, so they're going to throw a flag on that play. Felipe needs to just throw this out of bounds.
Oh, and the completion. Oh, but it's going to
Completes
come
it to
back.
Cullen about 10 yards down the field, but that's going to come back.
Yeah, it's going to come back. That was they did not get set on that one.
They were going hurry up, and Jaron did not know that they were going hurry up.
Yep.
All right, so we are back on the air. We apologize to the Red Sea Radio Network. We had lost connection to the tower. And fortunately, our great engineer, Dennis Maka, he has a little bed underneath the tower. So he just kind of lives there. And all we got to do is give him a call. And he woke up and he went up to the transmitter and says, "Oh, I see the problem. You're off the air."
It looks like they put the flag back in the pocket because we got those yards there.
Okay, and there's a pass into the end zone.
He's going to throw it into the dirt before Jaron Cruz.
Yeah. Headed for Cruz. That would have been a good-looking play had they been able to complete that.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing it went in the dirt because I think that if that was high enough, that would have been picked off because that defender was cutting under that ball.
Brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I still think Felipe might have been able to run and get that 2
I think he should have
2
ran
yards and just run out of bounds and move the chains. But, we're sitting up here.
That's
true.
right.
That's true. He's down the field.
Yeah.
3rd down now. 2 yards to go. The ball goes back to Sotolongo. He throws it over the middle. Kind of wide open. Is Cruz cutting across?
Went right through his hands.
It's a little bit too high for him. Jumps up for it, but it goes between his hands.
Ball was in and out of the hands of Brown. Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Eagles.
So almost intercepted by the Yellow Jackets. Eagles making a nice drive here. Middle of the 3rd quarter. Trying to log another 8 points on the board. There's the pitch back to Sotolongo. Sotolongo is going to be bottled up, in trouble, and he's body slammed to the ground, and there's a flag. Matthew Mayfield.
They're going to throw a flag there for
excessive roughness, roughing the quarterback, talking back to his mama. All kinds of penalties on Mayfield right there.
He kind of picked him up and slammed him on that one. I think that's an iffy call. I wouldn't call that myself personally, but yep.
Yeah.
That's going to be a
I don't know about that one.
Unnecessary roughness on the defense.
Yeah.
And that's going to give us a fresh new set of downs, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be 15 yards and first down.
You don't know if that was too rough or what, Steve?
No, it was just. I think it's a football play. I mean, the way that he kind of picked him up and went over with him. I don't think it was. I don't think it was anything extreme. I think it was clean play, but
After the penalty,
it probably looked far worse
than
than it was. I don't think that I wouldn't have called it.
Yeah.
Referee explaining it to Coach Tritt on the sidelines as Sotolongo comes right now. Comes right, going to throw back across the middle. This one's too high
Pass
as
was
well,
incomplete.
going to
Brings the second goal.
Zabay.
Sky by.
Sky by. Thank you.
It doesn't look like it.
No. I'll remember that
Looks
one.
like Zagibe.
Yeah. Zabay. So, fresh set of downs. Going to bring up second down now and goal for the Eagles. And I would have called that because he was right there. He could have just tackled him. But when you pick him up and throw him down like it's WWE, then that's a different story. Sotolongo.
Good move.
Eluding. Flag comes in.
They got a little bit of
I think
his
that's
face
going to be
mask.
a holding.
And Sotolongo zigging and zagging.
Hard hit, but he's back up.
I think they got a
Hard hit by Brown.
I think they might.
Martinez in on the tackle.
I think it's going to be either a block in
Penalty
the
on
back
the
or a
play.
I think it's gonna be a
holding.
hold.
Block in the back, yep.
Oh no.
Why did he point that way, though? Yeah, it was a block in the back.
Yeah.
You know, Felipe
He
rolled
just-
out left and made that
yeah.
move, and his blocker came and hit the guy from behind.
Yeah, the ref
to get him
just
free.
gave a bad signal. He
Yeah,
pointed
he pointed the wrong way.
against the defense. I was like, oh.
I was like, huh? Still going to be second down.
As the Eagles get some instruction from the sideline, not an official huddle. As they make their way up to the line, clock is not running. 6:22 remaining here in the third quarter. There's the snap. Sotolongo picks it up. He's going to throw into the end zone. Intercepted.
That was pass interference.
That was 100% pass interference.
Yeah.
Looks like they're not going to call that one.
Yeah. Well,
Colts man
yeah.
all
That was
over him, pushing him to the
intercepted by
ground
the
before
Yellowjackets
the ball even gets
in the
there.
end zone.
the ball was in the air
Good
when
turnover
he
on
The
down.
defender
shoved.
did not even make a
Yellowjackets
play
were
on the
first and
ball,
15.
and then there was a safety over top behind them
From their
who got
20-yard
the
line.
interception in the end zone.
Yeah. Well, they missed that one. That was not a good call.
Yeah,
Coach-
Patterson's
yeah,
at
out
the
there.
hashes again,
Well,
talking to him.
That's when you tell your guys that you can make a lot more contact, so you play it the same way, and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
I
if they're not going to call it. then
I see your
do it
brother
to him.
out there as well, Peter.
Look at him. He's getting in the action.
Well, both of those guys have years of experience at the coaching level, and you see a lot of missed plays or missed calls when you've been doing this business for a number of years. And like we said before, when you only got two refs, that's a possibility. Things are going to be missed. Now there's a pitch over to number 1. And he's going to go all the way.
Devontae
Johnson
takes the pitch back down for a Coolidge Yellowjacket touchdown.
for the score, making it
All right.
60-14.
That's gonna
Yeah, he made that look easy.
yeah.
He just
What a great
49.
run by Devontae Johnson there. I mean, he just found green grass and
5:40 left in the third
ran
quarter.
it up the
Will
field to the
be
near
final
sideline
score
and took
for
it
the
in,
game.
took it into the
16
end zone.
to
Yeah.
14, Coolidge Yellowjackets
What
over
a
the St.
talented
Joseph
player.
Eagles. We'll remind you
So the
fourth
Yellow
quarter is
Jackets
after
once
the
again
game.
take care of the
First half
Eagles. They did it
Coolidge.
last year.
Well, thank everybody for coming. Safe
50-43.
travels
Tonight
home.
is 60-14 here with
God bless.
play stopped with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So lots of new firsts, though. First halftime for the Eagles. Got to go in and talk it over. Come out, make a nice drive to put some points on the board. But then a lightning strike on the kickoff return for a touchdown, and then interception in the end zone, then a nice run there to end the game by Devontae Johnson.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought game. You can see the growth from this team, even missing some players. You know, Colt had that spat on his ankle from warm-ups. David Hagerman's was not in the game with concussion. Jax had to come out with his knee. Luke Christnick didn't come back in after that play. So a really injury-ridden team. But, you know, that's how it is every year. And so you just got to have that next man up mentality and to be able to fill that role and still play to the same level.
Steve?
Hey, you know, you don't like to score up on the scoreboard, but you saw a lot of things tonight that we haven't seen thus far, and it all looked pretty promising. I'm ready to look at next week.
New things happening all the time for the Eagles. The emergence of Felipe Sotolongo as a scrambler and making things happen in the backfield. 2 touchdowns they scored as they get ready for Richland Springs next week. Be sure to join us. We'll be back home in the nest. Join us on Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, 7:10 broadcast right here on the Red Sea Radio Network. For Peter Najvar, Steve Rayburn, I'm Gil Dominguez. You're the audience at home. Thanks for joining us here on the Red Sea Radio Network for the Eagle Game of the Week. We'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.